The color of infinity inside an empty glass. I'm squinting my eyes and turning off and on and on and off the light. It's in this experimental film which nobody knows about and which I'm still figuring out what's gonna go in my experimental film. Yeah! You're all gonna be in this experimental film, and even though I can't explain it, I already know how great it's. I already know the ending, it's the part that makes your face implode. I don't know what makes your face implode, but that is where the movie ends. It's in this experimental film, which nobody knows about and which I'm still figuring out. Your face implode in my experimental film. Yeah, you're all gonna be in this experimental film, and even though I can't explain it, I already know how great it's. Even though I can't explain it, I already know how great it's. Hey everybody, welcome to Play It Forward of Control. And I was thinking all throughout the weekend, like what would be an appropriate song for Control. And I don't know, that's what I came up with of the songs that I know. There's lots of experiments that are happening in Control, and they get put onto film. And also people's heads implode, I believe, on occasion. So I thought it was very appropriate. And and also at the movie's end, with people dying. It's the way their heads explode. Let me just tone down that background image a little bit. It's I wanted to emphasize that transition by making the background really bright, but it's a little bit much. So how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Monday, for me anyway. This is the second episode of my playthrough of Control. So far, I'm really enjoying it. This is lots of fun. I highly recommend checking it out. I highly recommend you stay and watch this playthrough because it's great. Also, you should play the game yourself. It's a sweet game. I'm playing it on PC, by the way, because apparently there's a couple of performance issues on PlayStation, although maybe those have gotten worked out by now. Also, PlayStation Store doesn't let me buy things, so fair enough. Also, before we get going, I did just I want to take a second at the beginning here of 2020 just to say, I don't have a lot of streams where it's just me by myself, and I just wanted to personally say to everybody watching, and of course anybody watching this on the replays or whatever, how much I appreciate all the support that you guys give us. I mean, we talk about the Patreon and subscriptions and the various things throughout the when we do different streams, but it's for real. Recently there was a fairly prominent thing of the well-established comedy thing of College Humor just went down the went out of business effectively. I mean, they're not quite gone yet, but they laid off most of their workers and all this stuff because they couldn't make it work. And they've been going for, I don't know, 15 years. And in reading about the problems that they had and what they were setting up and the reason why they had ended up having trouble, and there's various conflicting various reasons that some of these things happen, and it just made me once again think about how incredibly fortunate Loading Ready Run is through I don't know, luck or whatever it is, that the way Loading Ready Run and Bionic Trousers has expanded and has cultivated, I guess, and attracted such a ridiculously amazing and supportive fan base that lets us do all the things we do and not be at the mercy of, if YouTube decides to demonetize our stuff, or if they change the stuff, or we can do crap shots which are not 10 minutes long, which is apparently what you have to do in order to be popular on or to be recommended by the YouTube algorithm. And we can do these streams where we're playing all sorts of fun, different, interesting games. We're playing board games. We're playing all sorts of different, interesting games, as opposed to playing like Fortnite all the time or something. And we can make all sorts of wonderful content that is stuff that might not be able to be, it might not be stuff that is able or is viewed by 100 million people, or whatever the barrier is to be considered successful on YouTube or on the internet. And yet here we are, and we have a whole bunch of people here, Loading Ready, and a wonderful group of people who are some of which who are here supported full time, and a bunch of whom are supported large part time, because of directly because of your support of all the different places we do. I mean, we also have various contracts with Woods of the Coast and stuff, but the vast majority of our stuff is directly from all you wonderful folks. So I just wanted to say thank you very much, and I hope we will continue to make you happy with our content, because that's what's so great about this, right? Is that that's our job. That's the only, when we sit around thinking about new projects, or what we want to do in the coming year or whatever, that's the big thing. It's not who's going to pay us for this content. It's not, is this advertiser friendly, all that kind of stuff. It's, will the audience, will our fans, will our supporters on Patreon or on Twitch or wherever, will they like it? And if it's yes, and we can do it, then there's no reason not to do it. And if we want to do it, and that's an amazing amount of freedom. That's our that's the main consideration, not what brand deals we can get or whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to say, as somebody who is a performer, I guess, on Loading Ready Run, and as one of the owners of Bionic Trousers Media Limited, Graham and I have it's an amazing thing that has happened, and I'd be lying if I said that I totally understood it. But I'm very glad that what it's able to become. So, as a business owner, thank you very much, and as a creator, thank you very much. So, anyway. Not sponsored by Starbucks, by the way. Not that we would be turning down that if they were coming to be like, hey, we want to give you a bunch of stuff. But I think Starbucks might be sponsored by us when it comes right down to it. All right. After that somewhat heartfelt thing, let's get into some video game malarkey, because that's what you paid for. 100% heartfelt streams where we just thank people all the time. I was about to say wouldn't be very popular, but then again, as soon as I say that, I'm sure people will disagree with me in chat. Although I should, speaking of thanking, thank a bunch of people who subscribed during the stream. Also turn on the sub notifier noise. Starting with Hondor64 for 59 months. Thank you very much. Tariq 1976 for 16 months. Zador for 20 months. Guess it's a good time to resub. Thank you very much. Iridium Alchemist for 25 months says, I'm not crying, you're crying. Oh, thank you. Winter Nightingale with Wise has cured with 50 bits. Humunculus for 46 months says, test. It's okay. You've been testing for 46 months. I think it's working. Nomi 77 with 100 bits, and Piratical Tendencies with 100 bits. Thank you very much. Winter Nightingale. I always vacillate between when reading out people's names. I always alternate between like wanting to read them out properly so that, you know, people get their name read out properly, and also just wanting to deliberately mispronounce. I mean, obviously, when we do sub welcomes at the end of streams, as we all know, people do sometimes start reading things out in a silly way, but deliberately mispronouncing people's names does have a certain fun aspect to it as well. Aurelius 101 with 100 bits. Does this make it better or worse if you imagine it to be in the same universe as Psychonauts? That's interesting. It could be. I mean, then again, the plot of Control, at least so far, seems to be based around sort of a multi-universal theory. So theoretically, everything is in the same universe. And Ulo Ferdinando for one whole year. Proud supporter of this amazing group of people. Keep doing the things. We shall. Alrighty. Let's. When is Psychonauts gonna hit? Who knows? It's a shame. I gotta say, I am a huge fan of Psychonauts. I played it. Graham and I played it on stream many long time ago. It's an absolutely wonderful, creative, exciting game. And I do like a lot of other things that Double Fine has done. I do feel like Double Fine has spent, shall we say, a lot of their creative goodwill with that community, with various sort of either underwhelming or delayed or not very well thought out projects in the last say 5 years or so. which is a shame because I mean, as a company, it seems like a neat idea. It seems like they do a lot of neat stuff, but yeah, it's hasn't been the most successful, I guess. Vride for 23 months says we're nearly there. All right, let's get into this thing. Boop. Yeah, remember that? That's a thing. Let's get the sound, although it's a little hard to evaluate. Because I think this is just like background noise right now. Now, if you recall, I believe when we last left our hero, I was just actually selecting upgrades. Because what has happened so far is
I heard the Hiss attacked the power plant. Brings up a lot of new questions.
the bad guys have attacked or I went into this building, which and then immediately became the director of said building, which is apparently the Federal Bureau of Control from the United States of America. I walked in, and turns out I wasn't supposed to be allowed to walk in because the whole place was under lockdown. I then became the director of it, got a cool gun, and got a floppy disk that enables me to pick up things with use telekinesis to pick up things with my brain, which, now that I'm saying that out loud, sounds very strange, but you know what? That's what we're dealing with. I assume it's a special floppy disk. I'm pretty sure all floppy disks don't allow you to do that. Alright, and now I am in the process of upgrading. Now, I upgraded my health a little bit, and I upgraded my launch ability, which is my telekinetic pickup stuff. And the astral construct. So I could build this shatter, which is a different form of my cool gun, to turn it into a shotgun, which seems good. Or at least it seems like a solid upgrade. I can also make like random weapon mods, which I don't know, doesn't seem that great. I feel like there's better things that I could be doing. So let's try this, especially since I don't actually have very many slots for upgrades, at least not right now. So like there's no point in me making a bunch more that I can't use. So new weapon constructed. I like the shotgun version of my gun is just the same as the regular gun, but like with less front bit. So presumably I'll get more weapon forms. Board countermeasures. Oh right, this is like sub-objectives, where you get random mods and stuff. So like, I mean, I'm gonna be killing his cards anyway, so I might as well, be working on that objective. Use grip, kill enemies with headshots. I feel like I'm doing that again. I'm doing that. It's like kill enemies with your weapon in any mode. Like, I might as well. Oh, I can only have 3 at once. Okay. Like, I might as well be working my way to these extra objectives. Still don't have any cool outfits. I'm hoping I get something fancy at some point. So then, now, I've got grip. It's gripped. It's salted. And I can do, ooh. Energy renewal. Right, that's the one I had for that. But this one has this has different projectiles. High stopping power with scattershot that devastates a group of enemies at close range. So minus projectile spread or minus recoil. Or gain energy. I feel like gaining energy from shotgun headshots is not that useful. Let's try minus projectile spread. And then I have new personal mods. Boost energy. Man, I really want to get more mod slots. Okay. Alright, I'm in a safe area right now, so I can't take out my gun. Alright, where am I going? Search for a way into the maintenance sector. Alright, I can also teleport, or I can fast travel between places. That's handy.
They say the new directory wants objects.
Who's singing? Is there a thing that says what direction I'm supposed to go? Not really. Search for a way into the maintenance sector. It says executive, central executive. Should I go down to the executive affairs department? Mathonme? Is that Welsh? Or for 20 months for your approval. Oh right, there's an elevator that opened that I wasn't able to access before. Right. Right. It's all coming back to me over here.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
That's not weird and creepy. I feel like there's a kind of reverse hierarchy going on here. Where
Like I said before,
I'm the
the
director
janitor is a friend.
and I'm like the bottom of the hierarchy and the janitor is the one in charge.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ati here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ati.
Ooh.
It felt
I like the
he
gun
made
switch.
The elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ati guiding me too?
Ooh. See that? Nobody taught me how to do the cool, like, finger spin part. That's all me, buddy. Alright, let me just make sure everything still works. Yep, still works. I want this barrel over here. Oh, came back. Level 2. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm the director. Shouldn't I have better than level 1 clearance? I don't think they're using... I think they're using a different usage of the word director than I'm used to. Wait, can I climb up the... Wait. I can do this. Up. Up the ladder. Up the... Ha! Yeah! Yeah. I don't know why I did that, but I'm here. Can you hear me now? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yes.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
You guys, stop slacking off. Just floating there. Uh-oh. Guy's level 2. Oh, what the... My thingy went away. Man, I was gonna honk somebody. Ooh, I like this gun. Okay, that didn't go too well. I know there's nothing worse than holding an object because you've got a nice one-liner ready to hit somebody with it, and then just before you're about to hit them, the object goes away. This is a pain that only video game characters know. Okay. I will say that I find some of the special effects, like I've got motion blur off, and still, I find some of the like smoky effects
Directorial override is
like
right there,
that
in the control room. How do we get there?
it makes it very difficult to like see where the heck the guy is that you're trying to shoot, which I guess is the point, but it's very annoying. Whoopsie doodle. That was... Oh dear. I need the health from that. Wow. Apparently I just blew a thing up in my face. Alright, let's try this again. And let's not do it with the... whatever that giant explosive thing that I fruit that guy was. As apparently that was that was the thing that was more dangerous to me than it was to him.
The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
I like that with the picking up stuff ability, you don't really need to point at any, like you can point at stuff, but even if you're not pointed at something, you'll probably grab something. Ooh. Wow, I killed that guy on the backswing. Nice. Like, there's enough stuff around that you'll just grab something, even if you aren't pointed at something directly. I shall cleanse you, control point! Yeah, and if there's nothing, you'll just grab a chunk of the floor. Which I appreciate. Okay. So that was a save point, or a checkpoint, which is nice. Okay, lots of stuff down here. Oh, I can also fast travel and stuff from here. Okay, cool. Oh, I can upgrade my grip. Unlock the second mod slot and increase base damage. Ooh. I need more ritual impulses and more source. Okay. Whatever those things are. They might as well just say, you know, thingy and whatchamacallits. It's that thing where you get the like Thor's hammer thing where you're like put out your hand to pick something up and you just gotta stand there awkwardly for a sec. You're like, I really hope something's coming to my hand right now or else I'm in trouble. Oh, forklift! Yeah. She tried to kill me with a forklift. And then she did. just got a thing that was like new mods, personal mods, launch efficiency. I guess this little one in the corner is like what level? Because there's like, I have 2 energy boosts, one's a +5 and one's a +6, right? Health recovery, ooh, per element pickup, +20% per health pickup. That's actually pretty good. Or +19 or plus, see, yeah, you've got 2. Like, I might as well deconstruct the +17 one, right? Does that make sense? Like, there's no reason to keep ones that are the same but worse, right? I mean, not like I have inventory issues, but just in the name of keeping things tidy. Wonder how I upgrade a mod. I guess that will be revealed to me at some point. I quite like the level design in this, actually. It's a very, very, I guess, realistic? I don't know if that's quite the right word, but interesting, but still, like, making sense. You know? There's that thing of, like, you know, the joke about Oni, which is a really great game by Bungie that I played on I played on stream, and I believe I've talked at length about how much I like it as a game, but one of the sort of jokes about it is that its level design is like really boring. You just like you're a lot of levels you walk through are just like big square room. And the sort of joke is like, well, that makes perfect sense.
What's down that way?
Like, you know, like a warehouse would be just a bunch of big square rooms, a bunch of giant open spaces with boxes. That's kind of what a warehouse is like. And it's like, yeah, but from a gameplay perspective, that kind of makes a boring area. Open the lockers. Just in case there's, you know, a nerd or something in one of these that somebody shoved into one of the lockers. Does not appear to be the kind of game where you have to like open all the lockers to see if there's collectibles. Janitor's office. Ooh, he has like a poster of himself. Wait, is he in the same pose that he was on the poster?
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, son. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
I have noticed a lot of junk around.
I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director.
Then again,
and Ati here seems to see that.
I like having junk around because that means I can throw it at people.
Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes.
Yes.
Easy.
Janitor knows everything.
Just around the corner. But first,
I got friends in low
to
places.
get you working. Very small.
Oh, don't worry.
hours.
I'm very good at
Something
taking out
tells
the
me it's gonna be more
trash.
than
Yeah.
Also, wiping the floor with people.
I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great
And
assistant.
getting people dumpstered.
Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. I'm gonna sanon perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry.
I feel like this should be
Clear instructions.
a higher priority than just something the
Get
janitor
off
is
the
taking
train
care of.
Before I go to my vacation. The works on the task board here, you can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it, and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the
Kids,
plant.
don't run with
in
your
the back.
head as your third
That's
leg.
great. Thank you, Ati.
Also, I just saw that tweet about the new Tap Tap Concede coming out, which reminds me, I need to go on a quick commercial break because I need to set something up for that. One sec. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Everything is fine. All right. We are back. Sorry about that. So it's the new Tap Tap Concede just went up, and if you watch it, you will know that, or I think it might be in the description as well. But we're doing the nicknames for Theros Beyond Death set, and we are doing something new for that, for accepting the nicknames. A fan, speaking of, I was talking about all our awesome people in the community, a fan by the name of Steven, aka Your Games Be Over, actually contacted us and was basically built a custom nickname submission system. And so instead of using Reddit, we're going to try out this new system because it has, solves a bunch of the issues people are having with Reddit, especially in terms of like having to log in and various things like that. So we're going to try it out for this one. I think it'll be real good. Oh, it should be in the description. Yes, that's true. LRR.cc/nicknames is the link to get to that, which was not working when about 10 minutes ago, but it's working now. It's built on well, it's hosted on like Azure websites, so I'm assuming it's based on Windows Azure technology. I don't entirely actually know what it's built on, but it seems pretty neat, and it seems to work well in the tests that I've done myself and that I've seen other people doing things. So yeah, it should be good, and it should allow us to go through the nicknames and deal with a couple of the issues that people were having with the Reddit thing. So anyway, so yeah, I don't know what actual technology it's based on, but perhaps he will answer if people ask about it in Discord or something, or if he's in chat. But anyway, so thanks a lot to Steven, aka Your Games Be Over, ironically, because he has begun. He has Your Games Be Here, be starting this cool thing. So anyway, let's get back into this. When we last left our hero, I was talking to cool janitor guy. So now I have the level 2 pass.
It's time for a coffee breaks.
New mission. What a mess, burn the trash. Wait, what? Burn the trash around the fire furnace in the maintenance sector. Ooh. Secondary mission.
Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
Okay. Remember, when you're burning trash, do not burn your trash into a reindeer. Only burn it into a moose. Okay. Another mission. Wait, what? Investigate the strange light in the break room. Okay. There's a level 2 door. There's so many things to do. Okay, let's go to the break room first. Hello. Strange light in the break room that has previously always indicated bad guys. How's it going in here? Oh, Jesus! Cleanse the merry-go-round horse object of power. Okay. That is a great... Cleanse the merry-go-round horse object of power. That is a great mission objective. Like, wouldn't that be a great mission objective just for every game? Like, you're just, like, in the middle of a Destiny level, or you're playing Call of Duty, and a little thing comes up.
This place makes me nauseous.
Little thing comes up saying, "Cleanse the merry-go-round horse object of power."
An object of power. How do you think it got down here?
What does the merry-go-round horse do?
Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
Good horsey. Good horsey. Control to evade. Wait. Evade. Whoa! True. Ah. Merry-go-rounds known for their unpredictable movement. Excellent. Whoops. Okay. Whoa. I feel like I'm missing something here. Why? Am I still getting hit by it? Okay, there we go. I just wasn't zipping far enough. Okay. This is annoying. I don't... Okay. You don't have to be moving to dash, okay. But I can't like double dash, right? Oh, I can. Okay. It's not... I can't like double dash really fast, so I'm like, do I run and then dash? Alright. Ooh, air evade. I don't know if it should be called evade at that point. It's really full, like you're evading the air. Ooh, I like that. That! Oh, come on. Something I'm finding out is that you can't, like, hold down, like, shift is run, but if you hold down shift while you're stopped, you don't start running when you move. You have to be moving and then hold down shift, which is what's screwing me up here. Wow, that was exactly the opposite of it. Gold enemies are immune to your attacks. Well, that sucks. You and the horse are now bound for life. All right, horse.
See the Hess keep up with me now.
You hang out with the floppy disk. MTV CDM, thank you for subscribing. I should switch to my notifications. I think I missed Dan Bjorn. for 39 months. And MTV CDM 64. And Dragon Brethren 46. Thank you all so very much. Oof. It's far bright. Ah! Hey! Yep, this seems totally normal. Fell through the floor in order to get to that area, and then I fell through the floor again to get back. Also, there's just a empty void in the ceiling, so that's cool. Ah. You know, I think I see where you're wasting a lot of money on your heating budget. Hot air rises, right? Shk-goink. I want a cookie. What the? I emptied the vending machine without actually breaking it. It just got rid of all the stuff inside the vending machine. What's in the fridge? Alrighty. Right. So Mary Chase, done. Wait. These ones don't have check marks. Does that mean that I didn't actually complete them? They're just finished? Oh, then no, that means that they're like not, that they're like secondary missions, I think. Okay. I want to burn some trash. Which is apparently over there. Wait. What's the... Which is there? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll be going there first. There was a level 2 door back, wasn't there? This is why this playthrough might take longer than the minimum amount of time. Whoop, bad stuff. Hey, we should go for a barbecue. Heh heh heh. Whoop, wrong button. Oosh. Yeah, the little, the sort of wibbly smoke stuff. It's actually kind of annoying. Like, it's a cool effect and all, but I find it a little bit distracting. Alright. I would like to go... where did it actually come from? I guess this way. Ah, here we go. It's right at level 2 now. Excellent. I have learned more about the book club. Clearly this was very important. The story of the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure for a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the world. To find a cure, they must go on an expedition dangerous. Wow. This is like something we would have done in Fight the Future, the podcast my brother and I did. The ending is bold, especially for, you know. I like that they have a book club at this, like, weird, paranormal investigation company. Oh, good. I was gonna say, if literally the only point in going into this room was to find out more about the book club, I would be a little bummed. Could I have just done that at any time and not actually needed to get the key to this door? Well, I'm a silly Billy. Can we not have the lights all red in here? I mean, say what you will about these guys, at least they're not lying down on the job. I assume this is like, I didn't see anything on screen, but can I assume that this is like resaving me? Or I have to actually activate it to save me, to save. Ooh, I have ability points. I have a bunch of ability points. Ooh, I can do energy, launch explosives. Wait, I can't. Can I upgrade my other thing? I can't upgrade my zip. I feel like that should be in one of these. Dash doesn't have upgrades, so. More launch damage, more melee damage, energy. I feel like maybe I should just get more energy at this point. I'm starting to use it a lot more. Also, I got an additional weapon form slot, so that's cool. Launch grenades and rockets back at the enemy. I feel like that's one of those things that sounds cool, but hardly ever actually comes into play. Maybe I'll keep. But I can do more astral constructs now. Ooh, spin. Generous magazine, high rate of fire, best using controlled bursts. Perhaps I should take a spin class. Oh yeah, I did those two things. Oh. Or I did those. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be killing enemies with melee. I should do that. Kill using grip. 50 enemies without dying. Sure. So now, wait, I thought I got another weapon slot. Isn't that what I upgraded? Ooh, a level 2 thingy. +3 projectiles. That seems good. Alright. So I'm back to this gun. Try to get some headshots with it. Like on this guy. Also, punching. I kind of like games that have little like secondary combat objectives like that, just to sort of encourage you to do different interesting things in combat that you might have like forgotten about. Whoa! You might have forgotten about. I guess now I look like an idiot for not getting the upgrade allows me to throw missiles and stuff back. Yo, yo. What is up?
Not much. Are you assuming direct control?
Apparently. Whoop! Hey!
Hello. I can't wait to play this game.
I want a shelf. But not this shelf.
Remedy, I love you and your physics.
Smash! You can also... There's like... At the beginning of the game, it's like, oh, you can like melee attack things. And I'm like, oh, cool, okay. Melee attack is handy. That's the melee attack. That's the base level like attack. Poof. She doesn't punch things. She just like points at them. Ooh. Oh, also, if you have nothing to grab, you just grab chunks of the floor.
So dope. Yeah, this is high on my list of like, now that I have a bit more free time, I need to play this. You gotta stop blowing things up.
Oops. that was like 50% my fault. I apologize. Yes.
Oh yeah, and I understand. Yeah, that is this. Even though it's not necessarily relevant, it's technically in continuity with Alan Wake. Which is dope.
Just from like random bits of background info.
Apparently, I mean, so like it's. I know that it's inspired a lot by SCP as well, which is
certainly, yeah.
which is also dope. Apparently, there's DLC coming that's literally called The Foundation.
Yeah, there's definitely so far it hasn't done it. There's nothing to do with it, and I would be not surprised if there is nothing to do with it. But in one of the areas, there's just this. There's like a glass, like isolation chamber with like readouts all around it, and in the side the glass isolation chamber is just a jukebox.
That's very SCP.
And like you can't do anything with it.
Oh, that's very SCP. Right,
Also,
right, there's an Alan Wake DLC.
Also, the reason why I can do this is because I happen to be holding a 5 1/4-inch floppy disk that was possessed. I don't know. It has the codes for the nuclear. It's like the codes that had the nuclear launch stuff for Russian Missile Command.
Oh, of course.
And at some point it became possessed, like it does. This is interesting. I like that somebody put up a little barrier. Oh, that's one of the not good places. Or if I take these away, does it become a better place? Nope. What's
Sorry.
wrong?
No, just the phone call. Hello. I am calling from IT company.
Ah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I see that you do not have a website at the moment to showcase your business. And I was just like, that's incorrect. Goodbye.
That guy kicked my ass.
Anyway.
Alright. Let's try
when
this.
People call us. I love when we get those phone calls about the Desert Bus website. When they're like, hey, I have some suggestions of cool things you could do with your website, desertbus.org. And I'm just like, you haven't even done the #1 most basic piece of homework. Go away.
Alright. Alright. Whew. Let's do this. Yeah, spam calls are very annoying. Especially since there's various things in place to help that's supposed to stop them from happening, but it doesn't. Okay. Let's get serious. Where are we going? Right, this is going through the janitor's office to the thing. Okay. Back to actually, plot stuff. My favorite, or the worst spam
Okay,
calls.
so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Explosion.
Are the ones from like Windows. I am calling from Windows.
Keep the lights on.
Your computer is, you know, has a virus or something. And it's like, there are so many problems with that. What does the... Is this a...
Something's coming. The whisper's growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. Retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau. Everything I've built. Destroy me. A web.
This is very Max Payne-y.
Against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just.
I like how I'm seeing this guy smoke over the phone.
It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscated
Biggest problem is the scammers sometimes get people with that line. Yeah. I almost got taken in by
It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling.
a tax
I fear
scam.
for my friend, my
You know, for
closest
like Canadian
ally.
revenue or
I
you
think
know, the Canadian equivalent of the IRS.
mistake all those years
When
ago.
tax time comes around, they have the thing where
Studies is putting us all
they call you and be like, you owe a bunch of back taxes, and you're gonna be in trouble,
It'll be
and
difficult.
the cops are gonna come, but it's okay
There's no easy
if you pay it right
fix.
now.
Magical thinking
We'll
is
let
a
it go.
requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are
And
mandatory. To change
I almost got
things,
taken in
you
by
have
it.
to break yourself.
but a few things sort of twigged me that it was something messed up, and I
Weak,
figured it out. But
afraid. I can see my hands
it's
trembling.
nasty, especially like, you know, if English isn't your first language, or you know, if an older person or something who isn't you know, who isn't necessarily paying attention. Pay up right now. Also gift cards for some reason. The crazy thing with when they phoned me is they like they did a whole thing where it was like, yeah, we have a warrant for like we're gonna arrest you because of back taxes. And you know, before Boundary Trousers Loading Ready Run stuff, I was self-employed for a long time. I guess technically I'm still self-employed, but I was just doing web design. And so there was like the idea that maybe, you know, 5 or 7 years ago, I did actually mess up on my taxes somehow. Like, that is not outside the realm of possibility. And so I was like, really? I don't think so. And then they had like a whole deal where it's like, well, if you pay right now, it's okay. And then it was, and then what sort of started twigging me that there was a problem is that they started saying stuff like, you know, we're going to give you this deal where you pay right now, but you can't tell anybody because we don't want people to know that we're giving out this deal. So you can't tell anybody that you're doing this. And so that was like, oh, okay, there's something messed up here. But then the really nasty thing is when I hung up on him, like I was like, okay, this isn't a real thing, I'm hanging up. And I hung up on him. Then a few minutes later, somebody else called me, pretending to be like a cop. Like, yeah, we are going to be coming to arrest you. And I was like, you know, what's my address? And they had like my old address that you can get from from like a phone book or something. So I knew that it was not a real thing. Also, I'm pretty sure that like when you're gonna get arrested, the cops don't like phone you beforehand to tell you they're coming to arrest you. Also, I'm pretty sure that when the cop calls you, you don't hear there aren't just like sirens playing in the background. Oh. Wait, what are these? Little, like, they're not forklifts. Attention maintenance staff. An auto repair escaped the panopticon a couple weeks ago and they want to keep an eye out for it. If one sees a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector, alert me immediately. And definitely don't bind it to yourself. I think that's just like the fact that you have to like send out a message being like, if you see a merry-go-round horse zipping around the sector by itself, maybe alert somebody. Like if you are working in an environment in which a merry-go-round horse zipping around by itself would normally not be considered to be like alert worthy, then that is a dangerous thing. Snakebite 36 for 11 months. Hi Graham, he's out of control. It's appalling. Ah, I see where you went there. Also, merry-go-round has been zipping around the subscription thing thanks to Maricat. Whoa. Oh. I'm confused. There's a guy there, but I don't think I'm supposed to kill him. At least not right away.
It's dangerous out here, lady. Go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
Oh, she's got one of the little thingamajiggies. I guess that's like the best indicator of somebody who's on my side, is if they've got one of the little chest pieces. Hopefully they aren't working on that information, because I don't have one of those chest pieces. So if that's the assumption they're working on, then I look like one of the bad guys.
Hey, are you new? Go talk
Yes!
to Chief Arish in the security booth. He's in charge here.
I'm very new. And yet I appear to be in charge. Help! Oh, good. Yoink! I shall kindle this bonfire. Hey, buddy. Hello, Sogheim. Sogheim? Sure. I know I probably shouldn't, but I kind of want to start throwing stuff around in here. Speak to the chief in the security booth. Wait, there's a sign over here. Let me see the sign. Furnace chamber. Oh wait, furnace chamber. I want to go to the furnace chamber. Feels weird to, you know, want to read signs as opposed to just like following on-screen prompts. I really hope that's not the commander. Hey up there! How's it going? How's it hanging? Too soon? Energy converters. Central maintenance. Is that where I came out of? Coolant pumps. I'm just going around in circles here. Central maintenance. I guess the control room is probably where I want to go. Oh. Wait, the booth is right next to the security person? Oh, now I feel dumb. No, you know what? I don't feel dumb. But I know I've mentioned it a few times already, but I have very poor directional skills in video games. Hi.
Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
This room seems relatively safe.
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
He has a big
Let's skip
head.
the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC
Oh,
keeps
no.
overheating. And
Power converters. We're gonna have to go to Tashi Station and get some more.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing. Salvador,
It's good. It's good. Let's keep it at that level of technical detail. The big rumbling metal thing.
Dr. Darling seemed to know it'd be a target.
Darling, he's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
So
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
there seems to be an assumption.
Stay alive.
There seems to be an assumption that, like, I feel like in the context of the game,
Blockages in pipe C through F.
or at least in this world, in this
Now?
thing,
Oh man.
director
So pissed.
director has an implication of basically also being like a, it's not like, as considering that there's apparently a gun that goes with the role of director. Director seems to be a in addition to being in charge or have some sort of authority, it's also sort of a troubleshooter. And so everyone seems to be totally on board, or
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should be able to get this baby
everyone
back
seems
safe
to be
country.
totally fine with the assumption that the person who's the director is going to be the one who's going to do stuff, who's going to be like fighting.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You mounted or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
I'm kind of disappointed that I don't, like, I've got the gun, and I guess the floppy disk could be wherever, but I'm a little disappointed that I don't have a little, like, carousel horse that I can ride at random intervals.
What exactly is the power plant?
Listen, I only know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got two very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah. It's all part of the job.
You know, if like in, you know, in Darksiders, you can hit a button and like your horse like comes up from the ground and you start riding it. We need that, except
Do you know this Ep2 guy?
except you get a carousel horse.
My favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here. You can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
Finland, isn't it?
He's from where he's from. Look, there are just some stones that are better left unturned, you know?
I should be going.
He killed the last
Right.
person who
Got a lot
who
down to
asked
lift.
where he was from. Alright, let's... So fix the coolant pumps, fix the converters. First I'm gonna go look at the garbage though.
Director Faden.
I'm hoping that I can get to it now. Coolant pumps. Whoopsie doodle. Whoa! What the fudge are those? Are those? Are those people? Or are we just getting like random monsters now? His charged. His charging. Ah. Oof. Designed to blow devices off potential host exploding in resonance. His ranger. This is also very I was mentioning in the last stream that I've been playing Doom I was playing the Doom 2016 game, like the 2016 version of Doom. Which has everybody's like you know, there's like hell monsters taking over everything. And there's the same kind of deal where it's like depending on who the thing or who or what the thing was originally, they get turned into different stuff.
Power cut. Replace the parts.
Ah, okay, so I can't do that mission until I've done the other one. Looks like. What's in here? The shelves broke for some reason. I'm just gonna leave that one. All right, let's go to the regular mission. Oh wait, did that thing just fall down? Is that all it? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, buddy? Well, fork you! Oh, flying guy. Whoa! Ow, 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 ow. Okay. For a second I thought that was like the flying guy from before, but no, he's much easier. That's right. Let's just calm those walls down for a sec here. Whew. Some brilliant architect is like, no, my nouveau sculpture. Furnace chamber. Oh. Actually hearing music, which is interesting. I still have the... I mean, not that that sounds like particularly... I still have copyright music turned off. So, okay, wait. Now I'm actually in here. Let's switch back to the other mission. Burn the trash around the furnace.
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the Parakinesiology Department. I believe I've discovered a Code Omega paranatural entity residing within the Bureau itself, right under our noses. Darling refused to allocate me the budget or resources, so I'm...
It's not very respectful. Darling.
Let this recording...
I can't believe you won't Darling, I can't believe you won't give me the budget. Is this the stuff that I'm supposed to throw into the furnace?
Capable of communicating. I checked and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe that... Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
Whoa. Shite. Should I be making progress in this mission? Burn the trash around the furnace. That stuff isn't the trash? I mean, it looks like trash. Ah.
By trash, did Ati mean barrels full of hazardous biological material?
Probably. Good thing I can, you know, pick it up without touching it.
Looks like they're breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Ati wants, then I'll get it done.
It's like, this is bad for the, it's true this is bad for the environment, but luckily it's the environment of another dimension, so we're probably fine. Then again, maybe that's why they're sending monsters into our dimension. I'm sure that's a safe way of doing this. We'll just throw them all up there, and then deal with it when we get up there. Because chucking barrels full of hazardous waste through the air willy-nilly is clearly the best option. Hey, get this, the accounting department still says they haven't received my expense reports. Say the receipts are probably lost in the mail tubes because of a shift or threshold or some such fuckery. But I don't have the originals. I can't verify my expense reimbursement. This is bullshit. Why do you even use these fucking tubes? They spit out their mail in some other goddamn dimension. That's true. Mail tubes that pass through multiple dimensions do limit their usefulness to a certain extent. Da-ba-doo. A furnace dimension seems like it would be super useful. Just a dimension full of trash. Dimension of null and void. You know, like that like ley line of the void that they encountered in the Ravnica campaign. Where it's like, hey, ley line of the void would be super useful just for, you know, waste disposal services. Alright. I think I got him? Yes. Trash for the trash gods. There's like one more somewhere. Unless it's one of the ones I chucked up here and then lost. Trash for the trash cards. Garbage for the garbage throne. There's only one bit of trash left. Me. Yeah, trashy, trashy, trashy. Is it up here? I just can't see it because of the horrible glare from the fire. I'm like hiding behind some pile of. Oh, let me look in this like pile of barrels over here. I bet maybe there's like one that's not. One of these things is not like the other. Or like up on. Ooh, what about up there? No, that's just the window. Oops. That was fragile. This is so annoying. Ooh, is this it? Nope. Find myself in the bizarre situation of wanting some medical or some toxic waste bins. It's not a very common occurrence. Why aren't there more toxic waste barrels around? Now I'm just getting annoyed. Is it like up on a shelf somewhere? Or maybe like, ooh, how about, oh. Ah, there it is. It's up there. How the hell do I get up there? Okay, I got it. I know where it is. Gonna go. It's in the tubes. It's in the tubes. Yo! You tried to hide from me, toxic waste. It ain't gonna work. Yes. Ooh. A bunch of stuff. Damage plus 15% damage. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Let's do that. Okay. And now, I also got a bunch of upgrade points. I have 4 upgrade points. I could get more launch damage, or I could get the launch explosives back thing, which turned out to be a thing. Let's try that. Also, I'm just curious as to what other things I can get. Ooh! Launch basic enemies when their health is low. That does sound fun. On the other hand, I just doing more damage with launchers. Then again, launcher guys die pretty much immediately anyway. Or I could get more health, or I could just save them for the moment. And ooh. Consecutive kills boost. Nice. Kill his rangers, sure. Yeah, you know what? Let's get launch enemies. Launch fat enemies. Alright, so I have to fix the coolant pumps, which is this way anyway. So, let's go.
Oh, this place is gonna come down.
Yeah, I feel like this is a bigger problem than just like a janitorial issue. Ooh. Yo, hide behind chest-high walls maneuver. I do like the aesthetic with like the big words.
Go to city. Fix it fast. If the plant goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the core.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like power things. Are there places to put those? He's shooting. What is this? Clog complaint. I want to know about the clog complaint. Gross blockage down the water systems. What the heck? Where do they keep coming from? Why do I feel like extreme drain cleaner in the Bureau of Control is not Drano? There's a bunch of power things around. Are there places to put said power things?
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak in. He got him caught with his hand in the fist.
Oh, Jesus. That is like the worst thing I've ever seen. Ugh. As somebody who has dealt with clogged pipes, like in my own apartment occasionally, that's like the worst. Jesus! That's some serious backwash. Isn't like some sort of horrible sludge monster living in your pipes?
What the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Like the worst fear of when you have clogged pipes? I don't like this at all. Yep. Remember, folks, it's important to always have a slow-moving backlit fan. I feel like there are too many fans. And they're facing different directions? That's gotta be wrong, right? Like if you've got fans on either side of a thing, one should be, they should be spinning in opposite directions. shouldn't they? So the one's like pulling and one's pushing?
We need to hurry.
Oh, that's where I was. That seems to be all of them. All right. So now what do I do? I have those, so there's those power cubes everywhere. Are there power receptacles? I feel like I'm looking for like a giant wall outlet with like the 3 prongs, which is not right. That's a good idea. How about I grab a cube? See if it gives me a target. Ah. I see. Ow. Must go faster, must go faster. I know this is a controversial opinion, but not a fan of guys that explode when they die. I'm just gonna say it. And if that makes me, you know, a rebel, then so be it. Darn it. Controversial, I know. Okay. Now I actually know what to do in terms of how to set things up. Right. Oh, yeah. There isn't a thing in there. That's annoying. Alright. Let's do this. I have to be smarter about checkpointing.
I don't like that sound.
Huh. These guys are still dead. That's interesting. Isn't that... What's up there? I guess I'll find out some more to get there. Yeah, going into close combat and punching the guys that explode when they die, maybe not the best plan. I admit that now. Whoa! Hello. Oh, hey, the power things are still set. Right, I forgot about that. That stuff that happened still happened. Which is nice. Oh, I just hit 2 of my goals. My Apple Watch is like, you just closed 2 of your rings. Good job.
Those are the pipes. Nothing more satisfying than
Sure, why not? Uh-huh. Yeah. Get concrete in your face. Okay. We're into energy converters now. And that's a wall. Is that because there's still bad guys around? Whoa, Jesus! Why is that called a minigun? It's clearly a large gun. That's what we want. Something with a nice big caution label on it. Heavily armed and armored in preparation for the worst. Oops. I like, there's a thing in, there's a thing in Doom, how you get, armor upgrades is you pull little armor clips out of dead guys that you find. There's a certain type of soldier that are like these, the super elite red armor soldiers, who you if you find one of them dead, you can pull an armor upgrade out of them. But the sort of joke or the funny part is that you only ever find them dead. You never actually have to fight one of these super elite soldiers because they're all dead. Because they're such an elite fighting team, or because these soldiers are so elite, they have built-in like kill switches in their armor in case they're ever taken over by horrible demons. So in the game, there's all these like dead bodies of super elite soldiers that you never actually have to fight one that's been taken over, which I kind of, considering like everything in the game is like all the enemies, or at least most of the enemies in the game, are like corrupted individuals. I like that they did that. Like you find a dead one, you're like, oh crap, something real bad is gonna happen when I find one that's alive, but you never do. That guy just got manhandled.
Do this.
Oh, my buddy died. These guys actually have names. I don't like that. Are these the people who were here? And this place has been overrun now? Is that what's happening? That's a shame. Oh, hey. Nope. I thought you were my friend. I thought you were my friend. He wasn't my friend. I have picked up dead guys and thrown them at other guys. I haven't picked up living guys yet. Ooh, I made so much progress. Headshot boost. All sorts of stuff. Alright, what else we got here? Spin... Kill hiss charged in the executive sector using really... Oh, things are getting very... What are hiss charged? Those are the... Kill hiss troopers. Strategic target hiss troopers. I have to kill one hiss trooper? That's not difficult. Ah, without getting hit. That doesn't sound easy. In the executive oh, we're getting more specific. I mean, I might as well. Ooh, I get level 2 stuff for that. Ooh, I could upgrade grip. Or I could construct spin. I kind of want to upgrade grip. I don't think I can do both. No, I can't. Generous must used in controlled bursts. Increase the base weapon damage. Yeah. More upgrades and more damage. So now, grip has level 2 or 2 levels of stuff. What do I got? Oh, spin boost. Increase rate of fire. Damage boost plus 20. Oh, I could have 2 damage boosts on it. That's fun. Increase headshot damage by 30%. I mean, that's neat. Just have 2 damage boosts on it. I mean, that seems pretty good. Ammo efficiency. Reload speed is also good. Double damage boost. So I have plus 37 damage percent plus level 2. I feel like that's pretty solid. Oh, we have so many of these things now. What we got here? Dodge efficiency. Evade energy cost down. Dodge efficiency. Ooh. Energy recovery speed up. That seems very good. The level 1 is 20%, level 2 is 26%. This is like a really good level 1 and kind of a crappy level 2, I guess. Energy recovery speed plus 26. This seems pretty good. Let's try that. Alright. Let's fix the energy converters now. This way! I was gonna go to Tashi. Oh. You're going in the trash! Whoa! I don't like that these guys are just normal dudes now. Wow! Oofa. Okay. That went substantially better. Man, that's what seems to get me, like, at least half the time, is I'm doing fine, and then, like, either I throw something or there's something behind me that just blows up unexpectedly. And suddenly I'm at 0 health. Fight these guys again, or are they already taken care of? Oh good, they are. Ow! Wow, I really should have been behind more armor. Or walls. Ugh. Let's try this again. Do it properly. Let's focus. control. Some guys are just floating around for fun. Some guys float around and then drop down and kind of kill you. And which is gonna happen? Don't know.
I don't like that sound.
Damn it. Firing stuff through that fence is actually difficult. It's good at blocking my telekinesis and not their bullets. Okay, cool. Then again, of course, I also have bullets that I can use. So once again, I feel like there's something I'm gonna presumably I'll find some sort of upgrade or something to allow me to go into those rooms. Alright. Hopefully that fight didn't make me destroy all of the power things.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old twig bats inside the plant has a shit fit.
Could you not put text right in front of my screen? I would appreciate that. Ooh, a shelter. Say hello to your friend. Away! Whew. Okay. Go check out this shelter. Anybody in here? Nope. As always, shelters don't really do much. There's a thing. There are so many, like, power blocks. Power charger converter things. Do you think they could have, like, hot spares in place? Considering they seem to have just a ton lying around. Last one lower down. Yeah, it's probably down here. There she is. Yay!
Lift the lockdown.
Also, luckily they don't seem to be very fragile. They can be kind of tossed around and automatically lock themselves in. It's a good interface, actually. They're a very robust connector. I appreciate that. Although if you didn't have, you know, telepathic or telekinetic powers, they'd be kind of a pain to remount. You'd have to use like a big forklift or something. Which, come to think of it, it's probably why there's all these forklifts around that I have destroyed. Directorial override. So I need to go back to the security room, man. Okie dokie smoky. That was over here. Hey, at least she's not dead.
Director Faden.
What's your read on this?
Hey.
Crew feels a lot safer when you're around.
Oh. I thought
I should
talking
be
to him
going.
was the thing
Try
to
to
do.
stay
Right.
alive.
You got a lockdown to lift.
Oh. Right, this is the security room, not the control room. Central maintenance. Control room, this way. Everybody, this way! Energy converter, central maintenance. Coolant pumps, furnace chamber. Control room this way. Oh, is it down the elevator? Elevator to control room. I see. It's unnecessarily confusing. Oh yeah. Oh, hey. It's the control room. Upcoming game reminder. All right. I guess at least at this point, this room is the control room. Haha. By which I mean the streaming office. Have a seat. You look tired. Oh, hey, I picked that guy up. So I can only pick guys up when they're at low health, which is kind of a shame. Although I do like if I like target a guy and try to pick him up when he's at full health or too high health, so I can't actually pick him up, it just grabs something like behind him or near him. Sploing.
Protect them. Forces contain
I would have expected that.
a lockdown.
I would have expected that,
Directorial override.
like, whatever, activating this thing would make the area safe.
This is what we came here to do.
Alrighty. The old gun override. Oh. The gun is also a key. That's kind of fun. It's like a keyblade, but a gun.
That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
What was the guy in Beyond Two Souls who's Aiden, wasn't he? The like dead soul of the brother or something? Yes. Ventilation, sector elevator. Where am I now? I'm over here. Have I been through? Oh, this is here. Oh, okay, cool. It's nice that somebody came by and repaired all the windows. Oh, I see. I went all through that. I could see the stuff through there. That's where I had to go. I guess I could just fast travel, but yeah. I like to walk. Plus, of course, that's going to be. Now I die because I'm walking. Hear that, everyone? Walking kills. Yeah, I used that power. Made him look like an idiot. Why are you shooting yourself, buddy? Jesus. Alright, I'm trying to go this way. Through here. Right? Yeah. No. Darn it! Or do I go through here? Controller. Yeah. Do I go through the elevator? Did I just? Because I just went through here, but. Ugh. Why can I not navigate? Okay, here's the elevator. Okay. Executive sector is where I want to go, right? We're almost out of time on this stream here, but I want to speak to. I'll go speak to Emily before we finish, just to kind of, because I don't want to have to do that at the beginning of the next session, which, by the way, will be on Wednesday.
Jesse,
same time.
You made it, and you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yes, of course.
Listen, Emily.
I know we're gonna have to let you go.
Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest.
That's fine.
I
Nobody
mean,
is completely honest here.
Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created
Her hometown is Ordinary.
to other places. Bad things happened. Came through.
Oofa.
That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside.
So she found an oops.
But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
Ooh.
A being. What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people
Yay.
tried to grab us. I ran away.
I mean, that's fair. I feel
They
like
got Dylan.
the Federal Bureau
I
of
left
Control
him behind. Bureau agents took your brother?
is
Yes.
probably working
They
as
covered it up.
intended to
No one believed me.
cover up things like a projector that opens
I just
portals
want
to
to find Dylan.
another world,
I've been looking for him ever
other
since.
dimensions.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it.
I mean, that seems
But
like
around
something we
here, I
do, to
assume
be
everything's
honest.
classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it.
Oh,
Trench and Darling
case.
were both involved. A large area of the containment
Trench and
sector was
Darling.
reserved for it.
They're cops.
The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there.
Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along.
She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head.
Ooh.
She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As
Indeed.
in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse.
Oh, thank
And
you.
cross-referencing
Thank
them
you.
with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow.
Oh.
All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan.
I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
You had a clearance level 3 card this whole time? You didn't bother to give that to me?
What Emily told me
hate you so
about
much.
Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
Just, okay. If you have
Turns to come
a
for
level
visit.
4 or level 5
I helped
clearance
you.
key card, you got to give it to me right now. I'm the director, okay?
And when time comes, I will come calling.
Woo! Spring break! Actually, speaking of which... Alright, new cool stuff. New Bureau alert, maintenance, major targets, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Cool. Lots of new information. Let's
A lot of these questions could be answered by obtaining a live specimen. Here?
make sure we
We
save.
don't have the proper facilities.
Still no different outfits. I wonder where you get different outfits. Alright. I believe it is now 1 o'clock. So, and we are at a nice stopping point here. So, we'll call it there. Go back to the booth. Hello. Right, I forgot I still had that effect on. Kind of messes up that. We have competing effects. Let's try that again. Let's go back to the booth. Yes, much better. So, thank you everybody for watching. This game is a lot of fun. So I'm 2 sessions into this now. I don't know. I think James booked me in for like 5 or something, 5 or 6. I imagine that I am moving slower than is normal, or not normal, but I'm moving slower than one would if you were just playing it on your own, as is always the case with these things, because I'm talking to you guys, and then I talk to you guys and I get lost because I get distracted, which happens. So basically, it's all your fault, is what I'm saying. If I go slow in this game, it's all chat's fault. Because I know that what you guys want is me to just go through it as fast as possible and not look at anything. But anyway, I'm having a lot of fun, and I think this is a super good game. I recommend it if you want to check out if you want to check it out. Although, if you checking it out precludes you watching this stream, then maybe you shouldn't check it out. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I will be back at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. And coming up, Dice Friends tonight. Speaking of spring break, 5 o'clock Pacific time, episode 2 of Dice Friends. What's going to be happening? I don't know. It's actually not thematically not that far away from what's happening in Control, in that reality is not doing very well. Reality is having a bit of a day. Let's just say that. Things are disappearing and getting messed up. It's just not good for anybody. Well, I guess it might be good for somebody, but we don't know who that is yet. Then, 9 o'clock on Tuesday, James, Uno, and Serge are working on the Surgecraft pack, which I feel like might be a conflict of interest on Serge's part, but there it is. On Talking Simulator, Corey is back. Cam and Corey are going to be, looks like they're back looking at Disco Elysium. And by the way, on a personal note, if you didn't get a chance to see Talking Sim last week, I think it's probably up on the YouTube now, or if not, it will be up soon. But Cam and I looked at a game from Cyan called The Manhole, which was a game that I suggested and brought in, and it was a lot of fun. It was really interesting to look at. We looked at the sort of what was called the Masterpiece Edition, the more modern but still very old version, and then we also looked at the original version of it for that came out for like Mac Plus way back in the day, and actually messed around a little bit with the code behind the game too. Because of the way it was written, it's actually very easy to hack. So that was quite interesting. We got to see some HyperCard stuff, which is something that's very evocative of my childhood. That sort of got where I got my first taste of programming and stuff. And so as a game, The Manhole was very influential for me. So. If you are at all interested in Cyan or this, it's or sort of early video game stuff, then maybe you'll get a kick out of it. And then Let's Nope. They're going to be continuing on with Daymare 1998, which I know Ben and Adam have talked about, saying that it is a terrible game, but in the best kind of way, in the sense that it's a very bad game, but it's a kind of game that works well on it's a kind of badness that works well on Let's Nope. So it's sort of Let's Nope talking, or Let's Nope watch and play, and then, as I said, play it forward on Wednesday, 10 a.m. Going to be continuing on with this playthrough of Control, and then watch and play on Wednesday afternoon, followed by AFK, where they'll be playing Isle of Skye, which I don't know too much about, but it's it should be interesting. I believe Skye is is it a Welsh island? The Isle of Skye, off the coast of Scotland, Scottish. Anyway. But it's been very well reviewed as a game. So anyway, lots of cool stuff coming up. As always, check out the schedule, loadingrerun.com/live. And I also wanted to mention that they got tweeted out during this stream, but the new Tap Tap Concede just went online, which is our 300th episode of Tap Tap Concede. We just keep trying to concede and it doesn't work. But and as part of that, of course, we are taking submissions for the nicknames episode, which will be in a few weeks. And so for Theros Beyond Death, lr.cc/nicknames is the place to go for that, and we're using a different interface this year, or this time, I guess this year. I don't know, but for this session of nicknames, instead of using Reddit, we're actually using a custom-built system that a very handy or very generous fan made for us by the name of Your Games Be Over, or Steven, aka Your Games Be Over, contacted us saying they had an idea for a better interface for doing the nicknames rather than just doing it through Reddit. So hopefully this will be easier for people to do. You don't need to have like a Reddit account or anything like that. So it's a little bit less of a problem, and it's more sort of optimized for our specific purpose in terms of, we don't have having people, comment. There's no need to the people like upvoting the cards, which was a problem with the thing, or making comments on the existing nicknames. Also, the other thing that I really like is something that he did is he made it so that if you are writing in if you're suggesting a nickname that is that already exists, like somebody else already suggested, the system points out, it's like, hey, somebody else wrote one that's very similar to this, if not the same. Maybe you don't want to do that one. Maybe just upvote the one that already is there, which is kind of nice. So anyway, hopefully that system works better. And because it's all custom made, if there are further improvements after we try it one time, then perhaps we can have even more increase in skill. So still not terribly sure using Gatherer for images is a good idea. I believe we're using I believe the images are coming from Scryfall actually, as opposed to Gatherer. But anyway, all right. I will talk to all y'all later. See you in a little bit. Be going offline and then be doing Dice Friends tonight. So I will see all y'all later. Bye.